Welcome to the channel. I've got an RV project to start on today. Have you ever just sat and thought, I wonder how hard it is to change the shower stall in an RV? Well, me neither, but it looks like that's what I'll be doing. I'm gonna have to remove the surround first from the shower and then maybe part of a wall, I'm not really sure. Let's take a look at it and see what we got. Okay, here's how it all started. The bathtub in the RV is right up here. The P-trap comes down from there, and last summer we got back from a trip and I noticed the floor was wet right here, and I thought, well, a P-trap, maybe it's leaking. I tried tightening it up, didn't do any good. I ended up replacing it. I thought that took care of it. When we got home last fall from the last trip, I still had a little bit of water here. This is spring now, 2024. Finally got a chance to take a look at it. I realized it's not the P-trap. It was coming from up above. So the drain is up there, and I thought, well, maybe that's not sealed up good. So I took it apart, resealed it, and I still had water coming down from there. So I started looking a little bit closer, and it's actually kind of hard to see up here, but I had water leaking down right along the edge of the wood here on the flooring. I kind of had a funny feeling about that. Let's take a look upstairs. I pulled that drain back out and I put some duct tape on here to seal this up. I threw about a gallon of water in here. Come back a couple hours later, there was actually water dripping out of the bottom of the camper on the concrete. So that tells me that this floor is leaking. I can't find any cracks. Nothing wrong with it. It looks good, but the bottom of this is textured and it may be hard for something to show up, but I would think that you'd see some kind of a crack or a split. So when I open up this panel here, breaker box and fuses are in here. The tub is up into here, and this wood was wet way up in here. I could see it was getting wet, and I think the water was running over and down the wall and out of the camper. That looks like I need to replace the tub. First, I'll have to disconnect the plumbing from the faucet. Easy access right there. I'll take the faucet off from out here. Take the shower head down. It's got the accordion style door here. I'll get that out of there. Once that stuff's removed, then I'll work on these side panels, see how they come out of here. Now the side panel, I want to be real careful because if you break this is almost $400. It's more than the tub. Okay, there's 4 screws, 1 in each corner.
Wait, that's something.
That's all wet under there. Okay, here's the culprit. It's cracked right on the edge of where they texture this. And when it's in there, you don't see it. There it is right there. Actually, it wasn't too bad of a job to take out of there. Okay, that's a 36 long, 24 wide. Should be able to find this on Amazon. There it is right there. Lippert replacement, 24 by 36, a left drain, because that's what that is. That's the wall side over here, and it's got the wide lip there. The drain should be right over here. Price is $199. Not too bad. Okay, the tub came in the other day. I test fit it, make sure it fits, it drops right in. I got a new drain for it. I'm going to put that in real quick. It'd be easier to do it now than once it's in place. Got to put a bead of silicone around this thing. Okay, with the drain installed in the tub, I found an issue. I think in the new tub, the way it drops down, it's a little bit off from the original, and that caused the drain to hit over on this side of the opening. So I had to cut about 3/4 to an inch out of here, and I didn't want to leave this big void over here. They actually kind of had a big hole in there anyway. So I put a piece of 1x underneath it, and I scribed a filler piece. That'll fit in there. And I'm going to take this piece, I'll clamp that there for a backer, and I'll run a couple screws through that to hold it up into place, put this in, screw it down. That way I don't have a void right here. Because the old tub was cracked up in this corner. Even though you don't stand up in there, I don't know why it cracked, so I don't want to take a chance on just leaving a little bit of void under here. So let me get that put into place and we're ready to drop the tub in. Now I can set the tub in. There's 4 screws that go on this flange here. I pre-drilled these holes with an 1/8" bit to avoid cracking the plastic, so I'm going to run some screws in there. Then I'm going to hook the P-trap up from underneath, dump some water in it, make sure there's no leaks. Okay, so far so good. Looks dry. To pull the tub back out, an unforeseen problem. I didn't check the height on this tub, and I found out the new tub is a 1/2 inch shallower than the old one. So when I set it in there, it sat up too high on this knee wall, which caused the other side to actually be low, so it was out of level. And when I put the surround in, it didn't match up. So I'm going to take this knee wall out, run it over my table saw, cut a 1/2 inch off, put it back together. We should be good to go. Okay, I took this off, ran it on a table saw. I had to take off exactly a 1/2 inch off of it. So now I've got a nice gap all the way around. I had to cut the paneling out a little bit for these because everything dropped down a 1/2 inch. I'm going to get the screws in this surround and then get the faucet on. Put a little plumber's putty on the back of this faucet. The RV builders don't do it because, well, it's their mission to have leaks in these things. Okay, the faucet is in. Next issue, since I had to drop everything down a 1/2 inch, this pipe is short about a 1/2 inch, and it hooks to the sink and goes straight down through the floor, and it's got a 90 that sits right on top of a frame member, so I can't get it to slide down. I'll cut it up here, take this pipe off the fitting, add another piece with a coupling. Okay, shower heads up, faucets in. I didn't have a chance to pick up these new nylon drive rivets. I'll get those put in, and we also have on order a new accordion door to put in here, so that'll show up one day next week. Okay, this project is almost done. Finish up a couple loose ends and it'll be ready to roll. Like everything on these RVs, they're not really repair friendly, and sometimes you have to work around the way they build them. Anyway, that'll do it for this video. Thanks for watching.